Alright everyone, welcome back to some more BTD 6, and this time it's going to be the Mermonkey review. General Mermonkey review. So, after testing out the Mermonkey, each upgrade non-buffed, just an MIB, that's all we got. On Monkey Meadow, this is the pile of results. So, it's going to be in the comments description, no, not comment section, in the description. And if you guys want to check out the details, but I'm just going to kind of run through it. Same as usual, if you guys have watched enough of the videos, you'll get a hang of what it is. So first of all, speed this up. Second of all, let's start with the base tower. So the base tower, space pinks, grouped yellows, 8 to 16, $400, the efficiency of roughly 50, which is not bad, but of course, being used to the semi-buff, that sounds outrageous, but that's not that bad, apparently. First tier, well, for the top path in general, it starts off pretty slow, blacks and yellows. Third tier finally gets to Moabs. I'm gonna slow this down a tad bit, because I want to see what's going on. And, hold up. This guy right here. There we go. Okay, anyway, and, then 5th tier is where it finally gets to BADs and ZOMGs, mostly. That's kind of where it's at. So, pretty good, not tremendously good, but, you know, good enough, I guess. You know, it's pretty good. Now, in terms of rounds, goes up pretty slowly. 1st tier, 2nd tier, only up to 22 maximum. 3rd tier finally gets to 35, and then around 40 before dying, which is pretty good, and then it just jumps. 4th tier, oh shoot. Hopefully we're gonna be still alive here. Forgot it can't pop leads. Dang. Alright, I'm just gonna blow a little bit of monkey money. That is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. That's not enough? Damn. Okay, that's awful. That is bad. Okay, I'm gonna stick this, like, right on top, roughly. Hope this is enough. Anyway, yeah, so round 60 for 4th tier, round 80 for 5th tier, and no cross paths change anything. So, it's pretty much the way it is. In terms of pricing, it's a pretty cheap 5th tier, Lord of the Abyss and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cheap overall, so its efficiency is good. I think, for an unbuffed, I remember this being pretty good, about in the late 300s. So, still pretty decent. Now, Middle Path is interesting, because Middle Path is, I thought, was, at least, the best of the Mermonkey paths, but clearly we were proven wrong. So, first 2 tiers to pinks, in general, most likely, not most likely, but most of the time it's like pinks. A little bit of yellows there. 3rd tier gets a little power boost, rainbows, group ceramics. 4th tier a little bit more, and then 5th tier finally to BDs and ZOMGs. So again, pretty slow progression, but it's there. And in terms of rounds though, it's crazy because it starts off really slow. All the way up to 2nd tier, it barely changes at all. You know, a little bit of extra rounds before dying, but really nothing too crazy, which is actually crazy. 3rd tier only has a really small increase, 15 to 29. 4th tier, again, a little bit of an increase, roughly 5 rounds. So it seemed really bad. That is, until we get to the 5th tier. The 5th tier blew everything out of the water by far. Okay, like, not even close. From 2134-ish, 5th tier, 98 and 99 with cross paths. That's like triple the rounds. I can't remember off the top of my head any upgrade in general that has such a massive power spike. That 5th tier goes crazy. It is worth the investment. So in pricing, it is a little bit more expensive. If you guys just saw that one was $56,000, but if you add all the other previous upgrades and everything on medium, it's roughly $64,000. That's about how much to expect, which is fairly pricey, but it's not overpriced. And And even though it is that much more expensive than the 4th tier, its efficiency still comes out about 650, a little less, but roughly there, which is still not too shabby. It's not good, it's not bad, it's you know, it's pretty good. It's alright, it's alright. And bottom path, well, bottom path is a support path. He has his own role, and it's just not, it's not to, pop balloons by himself. It's meant to support others, so it comes as no surprise that it does the worst. Going really, really slowly, 1st and 2nd tier, which is, you know, blacks and pinks and whatnot. 3rd and 4th tier, it goes to rainbows and zebras. 5th tier, so, you know, rainbows overall, a little bit of ceramics. You know, nothing too crazy. It's pretty weak. And then in terms of rounds, it's kind of the same thing. So unfortunately, you know, it starts off okay. You know, an extra round there, an extra 2 rounds before dying. Like, okay, it's there. 3rd tier goes up a tiny bit higher, about 6 to 10 rounds ish. 4th tier does not change, which is a little sad. And 5th tier is oh, I'm gonna go into free play while I finish this off. Let's just see how far the triple 5th tiers can go. Anyway, and so, and then 5th tiers is just, you know, round 20, from 20 to 39 basically. That's kind of where they're at, which is really sad. If you ask me, it's really sad. So not good, but you know, it is supposed to be a support, so I guess that makes sense. It is cheap though, so at least it's got that going for it, which means it's able to get an efficiency of only 1700, which is really, really bad. But at least it's not as bad as some of the others. Like it was like the Glucon. No, the Gluconer did pretty good. I think it was like the Alchemist, Top Path Alchemist did. Some of their efficiencies were like absolutely out of the roof, like 80, like no, not 80, but like 2,000, 3,000 plus. This is less than 2,000, which is bad, but not as bad. In terms of cross paths, ooh, round 100, round 100, round 100, and pop it. No! Alright, well. Anyway, so round 100. Good to know. In terms of cross paths, if you're going for Lord of the Abyss, there's really not much of a difference at all, but apparently 502, so getting more range, is like $1 cheaper, but it's basically the same thing, so it's really up to you. For the Popseidon, it seems to be pretty much the exact same thing. So 250 is $30 cheaper, but at that point, I mean, if you're going to spend $60 plus $1,000 on a tower, that doesn't matter too much. But 250 is technically like the wittiest, tiniest bit better. And finally, for the final harmonic, well, it's a very, very clear 205 is much better. More rounds, better against Space and Group Balloons, and cheaper. So that's definitely your go-to there. Alright, well, if you guys enjoyed this, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, show your support, and I'll see you next video for some more, hopefully, fun content. Have a good day.